That's what they was saying, like I ever left. I was focused and waiting, patiently embracing, I administer pain.
What is poppin', y'all? It's your boy D-Mark, aka D-Ron. So I'm back with another video. So I just found out recently that WWE has released more WWE Superstars just yesterday, in like 24 hours. They have released it. They're two main stars that came fresh out of NXT, and honestly, I just don't know I can't do this with WWE no more, because to be real, WWE is really not what professional wrestling for professional wrestlers. They need to go to like another different promotion other than WWE, because this past year WWE has literally, it hasn't been that great this past year. It's just been turning into a fucking downward spiral. Like, you got all of these stars they got creative, like Vince and Bruce Pitcher. I don't really know too much about him, but they over here changing these wrestlers, their character, which I don't really know why you would do that, but they were already fine what it was. But until then, Keith Lee and Karrion Kross are the two biggest disappointing releases I have just seen. I was so disappointed by this from yesterday. Like, I was just literally just shocked when I seen this. I'm just like, there's no way they released these stars already. They already released, like, I don't really know how many stars they released this past year. Pretty much like 8 more. Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe, which I'm gonna get into this article. I'm on the website, on the article that the title says, not the title, but the website of the article, it says Inside the Ropes, and this is from Liam Stewart. This is every WWE release from November 4th, 2021. Here is the current list of every WWE Superstar released during November 4th, 2021, I mean. The first person is Frank Monet, Emma Moon, Scarlett, Oneid, I can't say it. Some of these names, I just can't say it. Alright, next person. Karrion Kross, B-Fap, Jay Karma, Selena Romer, Troy Baxter, Katrina. I can't say some of these. Their last name is, I can't really say them. It's just confusing. Alright. Grand Metalik, Lasse Dorado, Keith Lee, Nia Jax, Mia Yim, Harris Smith, and Eva Marie. Throughout 2021, WWE has specifically terms that their talent roster was with multiple big names leaving the company. This is the follow on from the previous year, where a reset of the COVID-19 pandemic, a number of stars were also released. Some stars, such as Bryan Danielson, course to leave their own valuable role, with others who were leave in the multiple batches of the releases across this year. The first round of the releases came in April, which the likes of Samoa Joe, Mickie James, and Chelsea Green depart the company. In the weeks that followed, Samoa Joe was rehired while Paul White, aka The Big Show, left the company in February. This was the follow in June by the most shocking rounds of the releases of Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, aka Malachi Black, who is also in AEW right now. CJ Perry, Ruby Riott, who goes by AEW now as Ruby Soho, left the company later in the month. More departing following. This time, Tony Nese and Tyler Breeze and I can't say this. Ariel Daivari head down the door. The final large scale round of releases in August. Damn it. Alright. With the number of NXT stars exiting with the black and gold brand, it was later came into light the release where they're bringing in the remit which have since seen they launched of the NXT 2.0 on the recent of the absurding of it. Mercedes Martinez and Bronson Reed and Bobby Fish were among the parts. Anywhere else, Bray Wyatt was released of the end of July. Well, Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole made their way to AEW after their contracts were expired. So honestly, this is literally my thoughts on the WWE, man. I'm gonna say this too about WWE. It's not a wrestling company no more. It's literally a social media company. And honestly, they just don't care. They don't care about making new stars. And that's the biggest issue that we've been having this past year. WWE is too damn lazy to create new stars. For example, the number one person I'm going to be talking about is Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross, who also go by as Killer Kross by he was wrestling Impact. But Karrion Kross came in on his debut last year, and he was literally dominating the entire NXT roster. He beat Keith Lee and won the NXT title, and then he had to relinquish it because he got like a dislocated shoulder injury, which he had to relinquish to. And I think a few months that he'd been gone, he came back and he got the title back that he never lost. This man was going to be the next guy as on the main roster. So Karrion Kross this year goes to Monday Night Raw as the NXT champion. He loses to Jeff Hardy in 2 minutes. This is a guy that shouldn't be the guy. That should have been the guy on the main roster. Could have been a future world champion. But WWE fucking buried him. He got beat by Jeff Hardy in 2 minutes. And then he lost the title at NXT TakeOver by Samoa Joe. Which I don't really know what happened to Samoa Joe. Apparently, the last time we saw Samoa Joe when he beat Karrion Kross for the NXT title, and then he had to relinquish the title again because he got another injury that he got. So I don't really know. I haven't really heard or hear anything about Samoa Joe after that. So Karrion Kross, man, like, he deserves so much better. this booking of him, it just did not make sense. And then they changed his character, and he got all the I don't know what WWE gave him this outfit that he's wearing. I mean, he's wearing like these straps that like you wearing suspenders, like, and then he got like some helmet on, which I don't really know what that is. And I almost forgot. There was no Scarlett with him. Him and Scarlett really worked. Even though Scarlett was a manager to him, it still worked, and WWE still managed to break those two up for no reason. And that's the problem that I'm having. It's like they don't even let this, like, even try to even let them play their own characters. They literally will just change their characters, and no one will not give a damn about them. Because NXT created that for Karrion Kross, but the main roster didn't. So I don't really understand why he can't use his own character when he was in NXT, and then they're just changing up his whole outfit. That's what I don't understand. And only that I didn't really too much care about him after he lost to Jeff Hardy 2 minutes. I personally, to me, I don't really watch Raw too much, so I don't really know what's going on over there. Anyway, and like the next person I'm going to talk to about is Nia Jax and Eva Marie. Nia Jax, fuck her. I don't really care about her too much. Honestly, fuck her. I'm glad she's gone. Hopefully she goes somewhere else. Maybe she probably will go to Impact or somewhere. But anyways, Eva Marie, I don't really too much care about her. This girl has done nothing. She done nothing in this company. For the last, like, she started working since 2013, and she's been literally botching matches. She's not, to me, honestly, Eva Marie is not a wrestler. She's literally, I've been seeing her on Instagram a couple times, and she's literally a CrossFit. It's like a bodybuilder CrossFit, and I've been seeing her pictures too. She's not meant to be a wrestler. She's more of like what she's doing now, like outside of wrestling. So hopefully something works out for both of the females in the future. But the most thing we gotta talk about is Keith Lee. Keith Lee, man, he deserves so much better, and I don't really understand why they changed his character to Limitless Keith Lee Works. And the only problem is I don't really understand why they're not pushing Keith Lee like he's supposed to. I mean, there's so much things that you could have done with him. He's literally a main event player. There's so much things they could do with him. But WWE failed to do that. And this nickname, I don't really know what WWE's doing. They clearly do not know what they're doing. They changed his name to Bearcat Lee. I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell did Bearcat Lee come from? But I heard somebody said that it was from like a legend or a Hall of Fame or somebody, that it was a legend that was called Bearcat Wright. He's literally a legend, but I don't really know who he is. But putting it on Keith Lee, it doesn't work for his character. Bearcat Keith Lee, no. Limitless Keith Lee works. And what's sad about Keith Lee is that I don't know if y'all know this, but from the beginning of this year, Keith Lee almost died from COVID. So that's why I was starting to realize that he wasn't on TV for a few months. He literally caught COVID. And the thing about it, he talked about this in like a video where he almost died from COVID. And his wife stood right next to him and brought him and nursed him back to health to get himself recovered and have a great life, man. I don't know what we do if Keith Lee wasn't here in WWE today. We don't know. Keith Lee is literally like the greatest wrestlers in professional wrestling. He's like jumping off of springboards and doing backflips. Man, he's the guy, man. And I didn't really know too much about Keith Lee all that much, but he's been wrestling some promotions, like small promotions. But when I was watching NXT, I'm trying to figure out what Keith Lee was. I actually like Keith Lee of who he is. But the thing with all of this with Keith Lee, he caught COVID, and I don't really understand with him being put in WWE title matches. And that's what's confusing about all of this, that Keith Lee was putting in WWE title matches when Drew was WWE champion and Bobby Lashley was the champ. He's always losing matches for no reason. I don't know why WWE always put him in those spots. And the reason why we haven't seen Keith Lee in the next few months is not just because he got COVID. It's just that they just don't know what to do with him. They just did not know what to do with him. I mean, there was like a tease that brought him and Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble last year was having like a face-off. That will be a dream match right there. Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar. Give that to me. And also Roman Reigns and Keith Lee, that could have worked. But the thing is, 24 hours later, he got released by WWE, who is so out of touch with their audience and so out of touch with their talent that they don't even have a clue of what they're doing. So, honestly, that's just my thoughts on this whole thing. I'm still a little bit upset. I'm still kind of shocked, but I'm not upset. I'm just kind of I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed of why WWE keeps releasing their stars that don't even get enough TV time or barely give even opportunities what they deserve. So hopefully I can definitely see Keith Lee going to AEW next year. If he goes to AEW, I will be okay with it. I don't know where Karrion Kross is gonna go at this point. He might go back to Killer Kross. That's literally his first gimmick. I think it was Killer Kross when he was wrestling Impact. But hopefully, I hope something works out for him. But I'm just disappointed about everybody that got released. I wish the whole luck for everybody that got released. I'm really sorry about WWE did not give y'all the proper push they deserve. And I really wish something in this company really changed, because I don't really see this company last much longer. It's really not gonna last much longer if this is gonna keep going the way how it is. But that's my thoughts on it, about this whole situation with the whole roster being released and all that stuff. But anyways, that's my end of it. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts about this about Keith Lee. If y'all think about Keith Lee going to AEW, let me know in the comments what you think about that. Or Karen Cross going to AEW. And I'm not going to be upset if he goes back to Impact as being Killer Cross. I'm not going to be too upset about it. But let me know down below what you think about all of this. And also, go ahead and follow me all social medias down below. And I'll be back with another video. Peace.